Hi, I'm Manjunath MK, Assistant Professor, Government Professional College, Chenpatna. Let me discuss with the second sem BBA. The first chapter is that the human resource management. Let me understand the introduction regarding the human resource management. Here we are going to then understand the learning objective as the nature and concept of human resource management as well as the objectives of human resource management. Here this is a session outcome. Under this, it enables a student to understand the concept of HRM. The student can relate to the real life situation and to analyze. The first to understand what is human resource. We are already been understood that we are all having as a human being we can understand. Then in general way, according to the definition is given by the Alliance Megginson, the term human resource can be defined as the total knowledge, skill, creative abilities and talents and aptitudes of an organization workforce as well as the value, attitudes and beliefs of the individual involved. According to Leon Megginson Prakara, the term human resource can be defined then whatever the total knowledge having by the individual person, whatever the skills owned by the person and creative ability, talents, aptitudes of an industrial organization workforce as well as the value, then belief, attitudes, whatever the individual is involved is called as then human resource. ಈಗ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾನವನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಂಬಿಕೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. I will repeat, according to Leon C. Megginson, the term human resource management can be defined as the total knowledge, skills, the creative ability, talents and aptitudes of an organization workforce as well as the value, attitudes and belief of the individual has been involved is called as human resource. Then in another way we can say the term human resource can also then explained in the sense that it is a resource like a natural resources. ಇದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲತೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೌದ್ಧಿಕ ಮಟ್ಟ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಗಳಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳಿರ್ತದೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಂಬಿಕೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲನ ನಾವು ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೆನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. Due to the globalization, then due to the technological revolutions, the throughout competition as we are opposing, then due to these reasons we are going to then develop ourselves. You fit into the organization where the organizations are employing the people. Those are also then sharpen their talents, ability, creative ability, the knowledge, whatever we already have, it should be there sharpen. That's why the human resource management is taking place. This is the concept of human resource. Let me understand the concept of human resource as well as the nature. We have been discussed whatever the total knowledge, the skill, then talents, then a creative ability and the belief, then value of individual is involved is called as human resource. The human resource management is defined by Michael J. Jusius as defined the human resource as the whole consisting of interrelated, interdependent, interacting physiological and psychological and sociological and ethical components is involved in the human resource. According to the National Institute of Personnel Management of India has defined the human resource and the personnel management as that is a part of the management which is concerned with the people at work with the relationship with the enterprises. ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎನಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ that touch the line of the growth, you should having the systematic knowledge of the people. They should be owned by their employees. Then as a result, then it is the human resource management is referred to, then it is a part of management consisting of the people at work and with their relationship within the enterprises is called as human resource management. The human resource management can be defined the process of procuring, getting things, then whatever is required, and developing and maintaining and competent human resource in the organization, so that the goals of the organizations are achieved in an effective and efficient manner. Here, this is another definition. The human resource management can be then defined as the process of procuring and developing and maintaining and competent human resources in the organization. Then whatever the required amount of human resource should be then here, then should own, and after that we have to then develop and maintain and competent human resource to be then here maintained in the organization, so that the organization goals of the organizations are achieved in an effective and efficient manner. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಗುರಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಲುಪಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳು ಈಡೇರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಟ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಇನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ at work in such a manner that they give their best in the organization for achieving then its set goals. This is another way we can say the human resource management, the art of managing the people. It is an art of managing the people at workplace. Then where they are working, we have to then maintaining then it is an art in such a manner that they have to give the best result to the organization for achieving the goals and whatever the set goals. This is the concept of human resource management. Human resource management, we can say then according to so many definitions, we can be identifying that it is the human resource is the process of procuring, developing and maintaining competent human resources in the organization, so that the goals of the organizations are achieved in an effective and efficient manner. It's called as human resource management. Let me move on to the next concept, the nature of human resource management. The nature of human resource management is to reflect its new philosophy, the new outlook, approach and strategy, which views an organization's manpower as its resources and assets. It is not a liability or mere ants. The human resource is the key factor for the organization growth. We have already been discussed that the nature of human resource management, it should be reflect in the new philosophy, the new outlook, then new approach and the strategy, which views to the organization manpower as resources or assets, not a liability. Then that's why the nature of human resource is stating that human resource management is an asset or resources, is not a liability and mere ants. Today, the business promoters have fully understood that knowledge, skills, creative abilities, talents and aptitudes of workers in the organization are vital for the growth of the organization. They also consider that the attitudes, values and approach of individuals are also equally important for the smooth running of the organization. ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಹೊಸ ಲುಕ್ಕು ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಔಟ್ಲುಕ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ವಿಚ್ ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಇದು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. Then the people are understood. The people like promoters, business promoters, they can fully understood that the knowledge and creative ability of the talents, aptitude of the workers in the organization are the vital part of the success of the organization. That's why they also consider that the attitudes of the individual, the values of individual, approach of individuals are quite important for the smooth running of the organization. ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾದಂಥ ಗುರಿ ತಲುಪಬೇಕಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗತವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲತೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಏನು ತಗೋತಾರೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ಏನು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ದೆನ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ mainly the vital important key factor is the human resource management. That's why it is the nature of human resource management. Then another one is that objectives of human resource management. So many objectives are available with respect to the human resource management is concerned. The primary and foremost objective of the human resource is to ensure the availability of right people for the right jobs so as to the organization goals are achieved effectively. This is the first and foremost objective of the human resource management, to ensure the availability of the right people. Whether the right people are available then in the external environment or within the internal environment is not a matter. We have to then here employing the right people for the right post at the right time in order to achieve the organization goals, and it can be achieved the effectively only when we are having the right number of people, right type of people, and the right people and the right for right jobs in the right time. This is the main and the foremost objective of the human resource management. In addition to that, so many then objectives are there. So many objectives. This primary objective can be further divided into the following sub objectives. The first, the sub objective is that to help the organization to attain the goals effectively, efficiently by then providing the then competent and motivated employees. ಇದೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥದ್ದೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅವರು ಗುರಿನ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಯೋಗ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಣೆಗೊಂಡಂಥ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಪಾತ್ರ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಟು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ದ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ. Then whatever the human resource available, the right people for the right post, we have to encash their talents, use their talents, utilize their talents, the available human resource effectively. ಈಗ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸದ್ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದು ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಭೌತಿಕ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಆಗಲಿ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಟು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ the available human resource effectively. Third objective is that to increase the fullest employee job satisfaction, self-actualization. In addition to that, not only then here attaining by using the human resource management, attaining the goals of the organization, but also increase the job satisfaction of the employee. We have to providing the congenial environment to the employees. We have provided with a good amount of salary and benefits, incentives. Likewise, then payroll has been provided. That's why self-actualization also then happen to the individual employee too. Third, then the fourth objective, then a sub-objective is that develop and maintain the quality of work life within the organization, which makes the employment in the organization desirable person and social situations. We can be improve and maintain and develop the quality of work life in the organization. The another one is that to help and maintain the ethical policies and behavior inside and outside the organization. We can be make the employee, then human resource management make the employee to maintain the ethical policies. Then ethical policy, what is right, what is wrong thing to then do in the within the organization or outside the organization, behavior inside the organization as well as outside the organization. ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಒಳಗಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೌದ್ಧಿಕವಾದಂಥ ಅಥವಾ ನೈತಿಕವಾದಂಥ ನಿಯಮಗಳು ಏನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವನ ವರ್ತನೆ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೊರಗಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Another one is that to establish and maintain cordial relationship between the employees and management. It's possible then when we can maintain then cordial and healthy then relationship between the employees as well as the management. Another one is that to increase in cooperation and trust and to involve the employees actively in the company affairs. Whenever we are make them to then empower in all respect, providing a good amount of salary and giving them freedom to their work. That's why then they also develop their knowledge, skills and other things to increase the cooperation and trust then and involve the employees to actively in the company affairs. Then another one is that to train the employees will also train to take up the new responsibilities. If you then make it ready, then available workforce, they can take the more challenges or responsibilities they can able to then meet. It is one of the important objective of the human resource management. Then another one is that to develop the employees capabilities according to the needs of the organization. from time to time, whatever the then changes is taken place, then according to that, then prior to that, we can be develop the employees capability according to the future needs as well as the present needs of the organization. ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮುಂದಿನ ಗುರಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಡಿಕೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಾಹ್ಯ ಪರಿಸರದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ನಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ increase their capability according to the needs of the organization. Then another one is that to adopt the problem solving techniques of problems related to the disciplinary cases and grievances. We can be gradually avoid whatever the grievances, whatever the disciplinary cases are arised in the organization. It can be then solved through by using the human resource management then efficiently. The another one is that to make the organization dynamic and vibrant, so that it will adjust to the competitive and fast changing environment. If the organization is dynamic and vibrant, that so that every people then human resource in the organization, they can be adjust, because they are having the stuff, they are having the competency, they are having the talents, then they are having the knowledge through which then whatever the competitiveness has happened in future or near future, then and fast changing environment, the changing environment in which we can adjust. Then last objective is that to develop and hidden talents of individual workers, which may used for the development of the organization. This is another and last objective, to develop the hidden talents of individual workers, which may used for the development of the organization. These are all the concept that we are discussed. The first one is the concept of human resource, then human resource management and the nature of human resource management, as well as the objectives of human resource been discussed. I hope you then understand this concept. Thank you for listening.